You're Russian yourself. What do you think is going through Putin's mind at the moment with Donald Trump being this friendly towards him?
Uh, Putin applauds. Putin's are very gladly to see the things go like this. And now Trump want Ukraine to give up her resources for what? For United States and United Kingdom don't save Ukraine for that? For those little support with few dozens of tanks and few 1-2 dozens of old F-16 for a few hundred artillery shells. It's not support. It's not really support. Some American people some American people from USA still coming from USA to fighting for Ukraine. They feel sorry for their country. They feel sorry for their crazy president. They feel sorry before Ukrainian people dying and starving and fighting very hard for their own independence and lives. And what do Trump? They just, it's nothing for me. I want to ask him, what for 417,000 of American soldiers died in Second World War? Why are they died? For what are they died? They fighting 4 years with military Japan, with Nazis Germany. Is that things why they died for? For new neo-Nazis Putin, just go attack Europe again. I can understand it, really. The world's really go crazy. But I don't not put my hands down. I really understand that we couldn't understand the God's path. One of the best German generals, Heinz Guderian, the father of Blitzkrieg, said, there is no bad situation. There is only people which cannot stand hard. I agreed with them. Every crisis situation give us new possibility, give us really new possibility. Will United States support us? It will be good. Will United States covered? Will United States sell us like the slaves? We will fight. We will stand if even we have to stand alone. And I see like our regiment growing. It's growing. It's become more stronger, even through these harsh battles. And the peoples in Russia, peoples in our resistance are growing more and more. More and more people in Russia, more and more people in the Russian army, even officers, high-ranking officers, come and support us and give us very, very influence information and do some diversities. Slowly, this crisis for Ukraine and for Russia change their minds.
You think that Putin will see a friendly America as a sign of weakness?
Of course, of course. And crazy Trump just opened the Pandora box. Why? He showed for all the world there is no now world security system. It's crashed. Now China can just strike at Taiwan. Who will say anything about this? Just strike, quick operation, Taiwan for 3 days. And it's all. And Trump say, oh, I'm so sorry about Taiwan. Can I buy some things from Taiwan? It's so. And now Europe must do much more harder work to invest in the military production to save Europe, because even if a peace treaty will signed in Ukraine, Putin stands now on the path of the war. He couldn't reverse this economic trend, this economic trend, military trend. He could not. He can strike at the Baltic states, maybe he can strike on Poland, but he see that the Western countries now are weak. They are frightened. Putin always lies. All his guarantees are nothing. Yes, really, Ukrainian people's sad. They are very sad. They are very sorry. They feel themselves betrayed. They really feel themselves betrayed. But they now find more reliable, more strong alliance, and this alliance is with citizens of Russia, in our regiment, in our legion, inside our country. Russian peoples are strong. Whole the world think we're crazy, we're stupid, but Russian soldiers, Russian people, they can die. They even can die in the bad war. And when Russian people will fight for freedom, for prosperity, for peace, no one will stop them. Russian people very slowly began to write. But when we will write, it will be quickly and strong, not like Prigozhin's coup d'etat. Despite such hard situation on the front line, our regiment is growing and more people join our ranks from Russia, and also Russian immigrants from Europe. They understand that they can do nothing in Europe, that no one wants them to live in Europe, cared about them, and they understand now, a lot of them understand that the freedom, there is couldn't be such situation that someone come and give you freedom. You have to fight your freedom. You have to fight. You have to work for freedom. You have donate for freedom. We couldn't keep fighting alone because we are the parts of Ukrainian armed forces. If it will be sized a peace treaty, we will maybe stay in the ranks of Ukrainian armed forces. But me and some my brothers in arms will continue our political fighting, continue support our resistance in Russia to strike Putin regime inside Russia, like it do Lenin, Trotsky, and other peoples 100 years ago. We will not never surrender. Never surrender. I will be in Kremlin or I will be dead. There is no another way.
Do you think there's any chance that Ukraine continues to fight Russia without America?
Yeah, we have such a chance. There is not such a good situation like Russian media try to show it. Did you know that now Russia moves on the front line, a lot of wounded peoples, yeah, with one leg, with one eye, Do you know that their logistic now also includes donkeys and camels? And maybe in nearest future they will supporting their logistic with some elephants like Hannibal. They said they have the second army in the world, like Roman army or Carthaginian army. Our drones doing such strong strike on Russian military and oil infrastructure. You see, and that's why they used more and more donkeys, camels, and horses. The battles are hard, but Russians' advance are slowing down. They couldn't. Despite 3 years of war, there was no moment that they can do operative breakthrough, like German Panzerwaffe in Second World War. They just slowly, step by step, yard by yard, they're getting our ground and covered our ground with hundreds and hundreds of their dead bodies. The main things that now want Ukraine is independence, guarantees of safeness, and that's the main thing. I think it could be some territorial steps. Yeah, we understand that now Ukraine and in nearest future Ukraine will not could not to seize again Crimea and Donbass with armed forces. It's impossible. But there is another way to do justice and to do some safe future for Ukraine. Change the Putin regime, and that's our duty. Our duty of Russian volunteers or Russian resistance inside Russia to strike and to shut down the Putin regime. It's very fragile. I said it about 2 years ago when Prigozhin go on Kremlin. I saw Putin regime is very fragile. Who want to stop Prigozhin? No one. No one. Those rats are just run away. But Prigozhin was too weak with his character. If we will begin to move, if we will begin not our little operation like always, but if we will begin our big move, our big operation, or if it will be some coup d'etat inside Russia or national people folk revolt revolution, we will not stop it. And they couldn't stop us.
Does that include sabotage, assassination by your group?
Sabotage, yes. Assassination, it's not our method. It's too violence, and it could carry some civilian casualties. It's not our method. We sabotaged, we burn some military infrastructure, some military plants, some railways, some bridges, some depots, airfields, military bases. That's kind of our work. Also, we gathered recon information, yeah, and absorb it, and it helped the Ukrainian forces to do the strikes and to know what's happened deep behind the front lines.
So do you think that the Russian people will accept that as a victory?
Not all, because for this 3 years, a lot of Russian people understand that this war was stupid, that this war was coward, that we saw was bloody. And what sized Putin? Ruined Bakhmut, ruined Avdiivka, few hundred ruined villages in Ukraine. And now Russia will pay for renovation of this land a lot of money. And this money, they are not falling from heaven like from Benny helicopter. This money they take from Russian teachers, from Russian workers, from Russian social workers, from Russian business also, from Russian, from any kind of Russian people. They take money from them and give them to renovation and give this money to soldiers to pay them for war.
And what about the Russian oligarchs, the Siloviki and Putin's top command, his most loyal people? Do you think they will see this as a victory?
Yes, for them it could be a victory, because if the sanction will be recalled, they could use their money at offshores. They also can use their yachts and villages and travel the world, and also renew their business ties with Western countries. They can understand that like victory. Will it peace treaty for 1, 2, or 3 years? They understand that Putin always lies. We want to seize all Ukraine. He could move to the Baltic states, and if we have to stop this war now to seize a really good peace treaty, Europe countries can send their warriors, their troops to Ukraine. Yeah, they have to provide more military support to Ukrainian army, and they have not to recall sanctions.
And as far as the Ukrainian soldiers go, and even the soldiers in your Freedom of Russia Legion, after 3 years of this part of the war, are they tired? How are they doing?
I will tell about a lot of soldiers not in our regiment are tired. Our regiment is elite regiment of Ukrainian armed forces, because all of our warriors are volunteers, not conscripts. It's the main thing. Yeah, when you're walking on the front line for weeks, for months, you're really tired. I was not 1 month for the front line in harsh fighting, and it's very hard. But then you come to the second line, you have to renew some days, or you have a little vacation, you have a training on the training grounds, and when you feel yourself good, you feel fresh, and you once again gonna fight.
Are the Ukrainian soldiers, the conscripts, do you think they're tired? Do you think they would want peace?
Maybe some part of them want a peace, maybe somewhat of that, but we are a little bit different regiment, a little bit different. For us, this war is kind of holy war. For Ukrainians, it's war to defend their land, and the part of their land is occupied. But all our land, all my motherland is occupied with such bastard like Putin for 25 years. And of course, I want to go back to my country and throw him to the jail or to the Haga, and all his puppets also. We want our people to live free, prosper, and live in peace and good labor.